Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a huge book haul because I have bought 18 books in the past like 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys all of them. I think how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna show you guys the book, read the back of the book, and then kind of tell you guys what it's about maybe. So yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I guess we're gonna start off with the books I got earlier and then go into like the more recent ones. So first one is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. This book, I'm so excited. If you guys don't know, I'm literally obsessed with the Twilight series. It is probably my favorite series on this entire earth. It is so good. But this one is the first book of Twilight, I believe, but in Edward's point of view, and I am so excited. But it's just basically retold through Edward's eyes. There's going to be a lot more stuff in here. It's a little darker from what I understand, and you really just get to pick his brain, and I have always wanted to do that. I've been waiting for this book for forever to come out, and I'm so excited I did. It's huge. This book is like 800 pages, but I'm literally so excited. I'm going to devour this one. But yeah, this is the first book that I got. This book was $18, and it was a good $18 well spent. Thank you very much. So the next 6 books I got are part of a series that all kind of like go together. Like they're different series, but they intertwine together. But that is the Mortal Instrument series and then this little box set. But I got the first 3 books of the Mortal Instrument series. I got City of Bones, City of Ashes, and then I got City of Glass. I already kind of know what these books are about because I watched the show and I did read the first 4 books in this series. It's just been a very long time since I've read them. I read them in like middle school and I have not like read them since, and I'm graduated from high school. I'm going to just read the back of the first one. So it says, when Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by 3 teenagers covered in odd markings. This is Clary's first meeting with the Shadow Hunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons and keeping the odd werewolves and vampires in line. It's also her first meeting with gorgeous golden-haired Jace. Within 24 hours, Clary is pulled into Jace's world with a vengeance when her mother disappears and Clary herself is attacked by a demon. But why would demons be interested in an ordinary mundane like Clary? And how did she suddenly get the sight? The Shadow Hunters would like to know. I believe that there's 5 books in the Mortal Instrument series themselves, and then there's these 3 books that go together. These covers, guys, are beautiful. So you have Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and then you have Clockwork Princess. These do kind of tie in with these ones. But as you're reading this series, you also read this series, and they're intertwined and everything like that. I think I said that like 5 times. But these are like the only fantasy books that I have bought. And now we're gonna get into all like the romance stuff. So the first book that I bought, I actually bought in Louisiana because I went on a trip this past week. So I went to the Books A Million over there and I bought The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This cover is beautiful. Like, do you see this? Gorgeous. I'm also like 100 pages into it and it's so good. I already know that I'm gonna cry. Like, it's that kind of book. So a little synopsis about this book is that you meet Mallory. She has a past that is really sad, but she picked herself back up afterward and she's still working on herself and everything, and she decides that she wants to go to a public high school her senior year, and there she runs in with Ryder. Ryder is someone from her past that she has not seen in years, and as soon as she meets him they suddenly click again and they are best of friends. And as she is back into his life, he starts to spiral and she struggles with if she should speak out or keep it all in and just let him do his thing. I really like this book so far. I think it's absolutely amazing. I was not expecting this book to be what it is, like her secret and all that kind of stuff. If you guys are looking for a really heartfelt young adult book, please go read this. It is so good. I'm not even finished with it, but I can already tell that I'm absolutely gonna love it. So I got that book in Louisiana, and then these last 10 books I got off of Amazon. I ordered a really big package. So I'm gonna start with the standalone books and then I'm gonna show you guys the series that I got. So the first standalone book that I got was Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I have seen so much of this book on TikTok and on Instagram, and I literally am so excited. Everybody's saying that this book makes you cry, so I'm gonna read the back of the book real quick because I don't even know what it's about. I just bought it because I was like, everybody loves it, so it must be good. I wanted to lose myself in the small town of Pelion, Maine, to forget everything I had left behind. The sound of rain, the blood, the coldness of a gun against my skin. For 6 months, each breath has been a reminder that I survived, and my dad didn't. I'm almost safe again, but but the moment I meet Archer Hale, my entire world tilts on its axis and never rights itself again. Until I trespass into his strange, silent, and isolated world, Archie communicates with no one. Yet, in his whiskey-colored eyes, something intangible happens between us. There's so much more to him than just his Kate with me, on me. But this town is mirrored in secrets and betrayals, and Archer is the explosive center of it all. So much passion and so much hurt, but it's in Archer's silence that we might just find what we need to heal and to live. Whoa. I'm kind of nervous about this one. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But do you see the cover of this book? Beautiful. Beautiful. But the last standalone book that I got was All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. Unpopular opinion, I don't like the new cover of this book. The one with the daisy and it's just plain purple. I actually kind of like this one a lot more. You're probably wondering, like, Kyla, why there's people on it kissing. Yeah, there is, but the colors on this one is so much prettier than the other one. Anyway, in this story, you meet Quinn and Graham, and you get a then and now, so past and present in this book. I don't think it's dual POV, I'm not too sure, but you definitely do get like past, present between each chapter. I've seen some people literally say that this book is better than It Ends With Us, and that is my favorite book of all time. So I'm kind of excited to try this one out. Quinn and Graham meet whenever their partners are cheating on them with each other. So like Quinn's fiance and Graham's girlfriend are together, cheating on Quinn and Graham, and then 7 years later Quinn and Graham are together and they're going through marriage struggles. I'm really excited. I read the first chapter of it on Amazon because like you get like a little excerpt on there, and I was literally already falling in love. But that's what Colleen Hoover does to you. She makes you fall in love with like people within page. So very excited for this one. So now that we got those out of the way, I want to get on to the series that I bought because I did buy some series. So these first three that I got go along with the Addicted series. I already have Addicted to You and Ricochet, which are the first two books in the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. And I haven't even started it yet, but I'm the type of person who likes to have multiple books in a series before I even start it. Hence why I bought 6 books for the Shadowhunter series, especially when I know I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna like literally devour it. So I went ahead and bought Addicted for Now, which is a continuation of Lily and Lo's story. And then I also got Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower. These are a part of the Calloway Sisters series, and Addicted for Now is a part of the Addicted series, but you read them intertwined, as I'm sure all of you know. But I went ahead and got these ones because I know I'm gonna love them. This one is Rose Calloway's story, and this one is Daisy Calloway's story. I'm really excited. I actually don't know like what their tropes are. I literally have heard nothing about them other than people love their relationship. I mean, of course, because it's a love story. I'm really excited. I also hate this cover, like a lot. Like, I hate this cover a lot. And this one isn't my favorite, but it's better than this one. So the next series I got was the Dreamland Billionaires series by Lauren Asher. So I got the fine print and terms and conditions. I'm so excited to read these. Guys, you have absolutely no idea. But let's talk about the fine print first. This has been on my TBR for such a long time, and I'm currently reading the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. I don't think I'm gonna get that one on paperback. I'm not too sure. I haven't decided yet, but I have been reading them on my Kindle, and I knew that I would want at least one of her series on paperback. So I went ahead and got this one. So this one is about Rowan and Zara, and I'm just going to read the back a little bit because I actually don't really know what this is about. Rowan: I'm in the business of creating fairy tales. Theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could all be mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Zara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. Things spiraled out of control once I texted her using an alias. By the time I realized where I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings. Not when we're destined to ruin them. Okay, so little grumpy, whatever. Zara: after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me my dream job. The catch? I had to work for the most difficult boss I've ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was time to teach the billionaire that money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. Very excited. Look at that. Like, that's so pretty. But I believe Rowan in this book and Declan in this book are brothers. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be 4 brothers, so there's gonna be 4 books. And they're given Dreamland, which is basically Disney World. They can't inherit their inheritance until they do something that their dad left for them to do. But then you have Declan and Iris in this book. So Declan: I'm destined to become the next CEO of my family's media empire. The only problem, my grandfather's inheritance clause. Fulfilling his dying wish of getting married and having an heir seemed impossible until my assistant volunteers for the job. Our marriage was supposed to be the perfect solution to my biggest problem, but the more we act in love for the public, the more unsure I felt about our contract. Caring about Iris is never a part of the deal. especially not when breaking her heart is inevitable. Iris. My plan to marry Declan was simple in theory. Move in together, throw a wedding, have a baby. We set rules to prevent any kind of issues, ones that were never meant to be broken, no matter how much Declan tempts me. But what happens when our fake relationship bleeds into our real one? Falling in love was never an option, at least not for me. So yeah, it's their grandfather, not their father. Very excited for this one. I've heard very good things. I don't think this one has been out for that long. I think it's pretty new, so I'm really excited. So the last 3 books in the last series that I bought were the Ravenhood series by Kate Stewart. So Larissa, which is Larry Reads on YouTube and on TikTok, she recommended this series, and the way that she talks about the series made me fall in love with it, and I haven't even read it yet. So I'm really excited, but this is a trilogy. They each follow a different person, couple, or whatever. So the books are Flock, Exodus, and The Finish Line. I heard these are really, really great. I heard this one literally breaks your heart, so I'm really excited. The back of these books literally give you nothing. They are absolutely so vague, but anybody who talks about these books literally say to go into it blind. Like, nobody talks about this. Like, I don't even know what this is about, but I know that I'm excited, and that's all that matters. I'm gonna read the back of this one, but I'm not gonna read the back of the other ones because this is the first in the series. So it says, can you keep a secret? I grew up sick. Let me clarify. I grew up believing that real love stories include a martyr or demand great sacrifice to be worthy. Because of that, I believed it, because I made myself believe it. And I bred the most masochist of romantic hearts, which resulted in my illness. When I lived this story, my own twisted fairy tale, it was unbeknownst to me at the time because I was young and naive. I gave into temptation and fed the beating beast, which grew thirstier with every slash, every strike, every blow. Triple Falls wasn't all what it seemed, nor were the men that swept me under their wing, but in order to keep them, I had to be in on their secrets. Secrets that cost us everything to keep. That's the novelty of fiction versus reality. You can't relive your own love story because by the time you realize that you're living in it, it's over. At least that was the case for me and the men I trusted my foolish heart to. Looking back, I'm convinced I willed my story into existence due to my illness, and all were punished. Literally what? Literally what is happening. And look at that. I love books that have that. I'm not ready to be broken. I'm not ready at all. But I am excited. But those are all the books that I have bought recently. Don't know where they're gonna fit on my bookshelf because I actually have 0 space. Like, before I was saying, oh my gosh, I have no space on my bookshelf, but like, I seriously have no space on my bookshelf anymore. Where are these gonna go? I have no idea. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.